Okay, officially welcome. I always forget to introduce myself. I'm Amy Marc-Charles. I'm your superstar director. If you are on here joining us, if you're watching from YouTube, watching the recording, maybe not, but I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you take something away from watching tonight and chatting with us. So our directors have a call once or twice a month where we Zoom and we chat. And this month we were just talking about how there is just so much continuing to come out, LTOs and specials, and it's almost hard for us to keep track and know when, like, what to be promoting to our customers. And so we just thought we would like break it all down tonight. So we're going to talk about the September specials. I'm going to put a link up right now, if I can find it. I made a little Google Drive. I'm going to post this in the thing right here, and then I'm going to put the link in the recording as well for anybody who's watching. Just go down to the description box on YouTube and you'll have this Google Drive. This is a bunch of stuff that's for September. I just called the Google Box file folder September 2022. So there's the planning ahead guide that Scentsy came out with. That PDF is just in there for you. There's also a really cool document, and I tried to make sure I have US and Canada for everybody. So most everything should have a US and Canada. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying, because you guys are like rock stars up there, and I do not want to forget you. I need you to know you are important and doing amazing. So I've been trying to make sure I get some Canada stuff. So if you go to that folder, it's got a bunch of specials and stuff. So this is what Scentsy came out with. If you don't have it yet, you might have it pulled up, and we're just going to like walk through it. But a consultant made this one, which I thought was kind of cool. So if you visually like to see things laid out in order on a calendar, this is pretty cool. Denise, did you print it out too? It's nice. So they just straight up, I think they just like screenshotted maybe from the workstation planning ahead guide, but they put some of the important, like the LTO release dates, like Black Panther and Hocus Pocus, Glam Buddy, like they put them on here so you can just see it. I really like that. I think there's a Canadian version that has like the Canadian join special in there. You guys let me know if it's not, and I can try to find it. But anyway, you might want to reference that. We're just going to kind of walk through it. And then each of us directors, we've been working on like a marketing plan. We talked about, Chris is laughing. If you didn't do it, Chris, you can talk through you can just talk out your plans, what you've been thinking about. But I found it really helpful. It kind of kept me accountable instead of waiting till like middle of the month to get my stuff together. I really sat down this weekend and I was like, okay, what am I going to focus on? This is a lot of stuff. Do I want to contact my customers for every single thing, or who do I want to text? What do I want to just post on social media? So as we're walking through this, think about which things like you think your customers would be most interested in, or if you want to tell them everything, tell them everything. But I tried to pick apart some different things that I wanted to focus on more, to promote more. Anyway, so let's go through it. First of all, there is another warmer and bar bundle special where you order one of 3 warmers, and there's 4 different, is it 4? No, 3. There's 4 sets of 4 bars, and you can choose from them. Okay, and you can choose. See, I haven't promoted that one yet, but you can let your customers know that they can choose a set of 4 bars to go free if they purchase that warmer. Another huge opportunity for customers who want like a good deal for gifts, or it's their first warmer ever. I mean, to get free bars is a really big deal. So that's going on. And then I didn't even notice this. I totally missed this. International Gratitude Day on September 21st. All PWS orders placed on September 21st are going to get a free bar. That's pretty cool. I'm probably going to tell I'm not going to tell my customers now because I don't want them waiting to order, but you know, maybe the day before or that day, be like, hey, order on this day and you're going to get a free bar with your order.
It basically makes shipping $4.
Hey, yeah, that's good. That's a good point. And then Scentsy Club, if you guys are following along, if you're not, this is what's up with Scentsy Club. They're doing specials again. So every Scentsy Club order that processes this month are going to get a free bar, a fairy tale pumpkin, an extra bar. That's cool. And then all subscribers, if their order is $60, that's US. I don't know what the threshold is for Canadian, but $60 US, if it processes in September, are going to get a pack of cotton cleanups.
So ours is the $40.79.
Okay. All right. 40 and 79 for Canada. So that's really cool. Another like incentive for when you're talking about Cincy Club or encouraging people to join that. It's another just talking point to add. Or if you've got a Cincy Club subscriber who is, sort of close to the 60, you could be like, hey, if you want to add anything this month, they're giving away something free. If you add a little bit more, and you're going to get those cotton cleanups. Might also be a really cool time. See, I'm going ahead and I'm talking about how I'm going to promote it. But I am going to go ahead and say this because I will forget, because it just came to me. It might be a really cool time to, if you're making a social media plan, just plan to show cotton cleanups, how you use them, make a reel, or just go live in your VIP group or on your Facebook page or Instagram, whatever, and just show how you use a cotton cleanup. And then say, oh, by the way, if you have a Cincy Club order that's $60 or more this month, then you get these for free. So little plug that's not too salesy, just, hey, look at this gift that you're going to get. Then LTOs, we have, of course, Scent and Warmer of the Month, as always. We have our Harvest Collection, which just came out. Did you guys sell some of that yet? Anybody have sales for that already? Not yet. Some yes, some no. Hocus Pocus, which some people are huge fanatics about. That collection, that warmer and bar, those come out September 12th. Do you guys have orders for those already? Anybody? I have one, two. Black Panther comes out September 19th. There's going to be a warmer now in addition to the buddy, the scent. Are they bringing back the wall fan diffuser? Did they say? We'll find out probably like the week before if they're doing that. That was just on, no, that one wasn't on closeout, that one wasn't part of the special for the wall fan diffusers. So maybe they'll bring back the wall fan diffuser. NHL is also September 19th. And then they're going to bring out a couple of new glam buddies, those new buddies that we've had that are kind of all part of this cute little collection. They're bringing some of the old ones back and a couple more new ones, and they're going to kind of finish out that. And that is September 27th. And then they also told us that the seasonal Cincy bricks that we're going to have available for, they say customers are in October to start ordering. Consultants can start ordering those early in September, the 27th. So if you want to make samples and really push that and promote it, I looked it up at my order history, and last year it was sold as a bundle only. I think you had to get all 5 bricks, and I think it was like $80 or $90. I can't remember, but it did count as PRV for September when you order starting the 27th, and then you can start making samples if that's something that you want to promote to your customers. Anyway, this does say all the details will be in the news tab as these things are coming out. And then the last thing is there's a join special this month for $22. There's like the essentials kit where it's just a certain, is it 5 catalogs? There's like maybe 10 testers in the set. I don't have the list right in front of me. But it's actually a full size warmer this time instead of a mini warmer. So they've never done that before. I mean, a full size warmer, like what a great deal for $22. They're getting all of that stuff. So now is a great time to promote people joining because they're getting a heck of a deal. And then they're going to get 20 to 25% off their purchases, and they can make money on their friends through Christmas and stuff, through the holidays, the fall and the holiday season. So does anybody have a question about any of those things that I just like ran through? Thanks, Irene, for the dates. Scents of the Season bricks are available. Oh, the bricks and Scents of the Season will be available on October 24th. That's cool. And I saw, if you guys didn't watch, do you think we can all come up with the names of the scents that were the Scents of the Season bars? I know Cozy Fireside was in it.
Hey, that confused me because I thought they showed the ones at SFR, right? That like the vanilla bean, the gingerbread. Like, Do you know which
Okay,
one I'm
so
talking about?
I think
The
that's
way
a
that
separate vanilla thing.
That's
So
a
the way
different
I
collection with
understood it-
just the vanilla bean buttercream collection, but that's different than the.
Okay, because I thought it said that sensational, like the name on those bars. So I was like, do they have the wrong ones? I was like, but okay, so no, because I know, yeah, I was
we got one of those. We got a set of the vanilla bean collection.
okay.
That's not part of the holiday collection, right? That's just a separate
It's a
LTO.
limited time offer that will
Okay.
come out during the holiday.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Okay.
Okay. Did anybody capture the names of the scents of the season? That's usually a 5-bar bundle for what, $25 or something? Is that what it is? 5 for 25?
I think
They
so.
come in
That's
usually
very
like a little bag or a stocking or something. I just
Or like
remember
a
Cozy Fireside because I
bar-
already had people saying it's not in the catalog.
There was some sort of evergreen one because Dan was talking about that.
I guess we'll
I thought
find
that was
out.
one of the bricks.
I guess we'll find
So
out.
one of the bricks was the cherry marshmallow.
The one that was in the club last
Maraschino,
December.
something.
There was a
Irene,
Saint
cloven cinnamon, Saint
Nickerdoodle,
Nickerdoodle, Blue Christmas, Cozy Fireside, and maybe one more.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are usually pretty good whenever we have customers that are, I have customers that sometimes just like can't make up their minds. So that's a fun thing to promote. It's a good deal for them, for their money. And, you know, it's just a good mix of different types of like holiday scents. So that will come out soon.
I believe I have it live. Like I went live during that time on my Facebook team.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably look and see if I can post it.
I wanted to share, yeah, if you find it, let us know. I wanted to share a couple things that I have found. So if you go to the link and look at that not Dropbox, if you look at the Google Drive, I found a little flyer where somebody has like the price. Canada, yours is a little bit different. I wish I could find that one I posted for Canada with the US pricing. And if anybody finds it, send it to me and I'll add it. But I thought this was pretty cute. That has like the contents. Oh, how silly of me. The contents are right there and I couldn't remember them for you. The contents are right here on this flyer. So I'm just cutting them out and I'm going to put them in every single order this month. I'm going to put them in all my mail things that I am mailing this month. And that's something, you guys, that I have not been very good about. I will send a mass text to my customers. I will post on my Facebook group or even my personal Facebook or Instagram, whatever. But as far as like being proactive and thinking ahead and having stuff like this ready, I've not been very good, but that's part of why like this planning ahead guide is so cool. And that's why we're talking tonight. So like this week, print off something like this and start putting it in your orders. Another thing is there's a group called, it used to be the Monthly Movement and now it's, I think, Thursday Night Shift on Facebook. And somebody every month makes a flyer, a monthly flyer that a monthly mailer, I think is what they call this. And they send this to their customers. I'm not committing to mailing something out to everybody yet, but I'm going to start just sticking this in my orders. I just printed it out. Somebody took the time and made it and it is so stinking cute. Look at this. It even has like, it's got like a recipe for like a fall punch. I just thought that was really neat. And I know one of our group members, Kathy Hummel, she took it and she kind of scooted some of this stuff up so she could include her contact information, and you can definitely do that. I put this file in the drive, but what I need to also do is include the Canva link if you want to edit it. So I'll go in after we get off tonight and I'll include the Canva link. So if you have Canva, it's a free service. You can go in, create an account, and then you can edit this however you want. This will be a template if you use the link that I'll update with. So that's what I have to show you. Oh, two more things. Two more things. And then Denise and Chris, I promise I'm going to let you guys share. I want to hear what you've come up with. One, did you hear that the catalog season is moving? So I know some people are excited. Some people might be a little like apprehensive at a change, but our catalog season now is going to run from March to September. Like March and September will be our catalog change months instead of February and August. So this current catalog we will have, and we will do a transition in the month of February so that we'll have a spring catalog in March, just to begin thinking about that. And a couple of other things that they added to our PWS that I think are so cool. Do you have PayPal in Canada? Or is that just not region 2?
We have it. It's just not
I mean,
super
Samantha.
popular.
Oh, okay.
And so
So-
whatever it is that they're working on to get that
Yeah.
payment option.
Yeah. So now we have a PayPal option for people to pay on PWS, including like the 4-month split. So if they want to order something and they just don't have all of the money right now, that they really want it, it's an LTO or something, they could actually go onto your PWS and they can order with the PayPal 4-month divided in 4 or something, like 4 payments. They can just select that, and then you know, it pays Scentsy, but then they're just paying monthly payments split up through PayPal. So that's a really cool option. And then the other thing is, I tested the gift option with my order that I placed when I was redeeming my Disney castles. Have you guys tried it yet? This is what it looks like. So there's a new gift option. So if your customer is going on your PWS, they're placing an order and it's a gift, they can include a message. I think that also, I need to go look at my email that I received. I believe that it specifies that. So you're not like sending a thank you note to a gift recipient. Do you know what I mean? I think that that's there. I should have clarified before tonight. But you know, the packing slip we get, that's where your gift note is. Enjoy your gift. Test message from the best consultant ever, Amy MC. That's what I typed out, and that's what's on there. I thought that was kind of cute. I mean, they're gonna see it, and it's nothing super fancy, but now they'll know who sent them something if it's a gift. Okay, I'm done talking.
I have one question regarding Cinderella.
Yes.
Can we add, are we gonna be able to add that brick as a bar to our clubs eventually?
I think it is. I heard that it wasn't up right away when people started redeeming. I haven't looked. But
It
I
wasn't on
thought that
Friday.
it would be.
Okay.
I got it. It's very princessy, like the other princess scents we've had. Kind of
so
floral.
floral.
I was surprised. But I have you guys seen the warmer?
Only pictures.
It looks like the pictures are great. You don't need to see me holding it in my office right now, but the pictures that people have posted are really great. Any other questions? If you're a floral person, it's got some sweet to it also. But I would say it's kind of floral and sugary, maybe. I don't remember what the description was. Have you smelled it, Denise?
Smells just like a little princess, just what you said.
Some of our other princessy scents, I would say, are more floral than this. It does have a sugar to it.
Yeah.
Right. It's not bad. I haven't warmed it yet. I plan on it. Okay, Denise or Chris, do either of you have anything to share?
You want me to start, Chris? Okay. Am I muted? No.
No, you're good.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy September. Okay, so I don't have my plan written in stone, but I can sort of give you the guidelines that I'm gonna kind of work by and some suggestions. Number one, I wanted to add to Amy's about the warmer of the month. This is your opportunity to reach out to realtors. That bundle says realtors all over it because it's all about the home warmers. It's all the theme. All 3 of them are about the
Oh,
homes.
not the warmer of the month, right? You mean
I'm sorry,
the warmers bundle.
special, the
Yeah.
special.
Okay.
It's all about homes. I kind of tested it, and the realtor that sold us our house, I asked her and had her look at it, and she was like, that is awesome. Because believe it or not, even though they make a lot of money on selling homes, they love free stuff. So she was like, oh my gosh, great gift, comes with the bars, makes us look really good. So to me, that's a real good place to start with that, because I always look at my plan. When I look at it and go through it, y'all, I go through and look at things that are gonna get me probably the most PRV. That's where I start. That's kind of my guiding force. I look at the 15th and above. I don't worry about anything below the 15th until we get there. I look at the 15th and below. That's how I break it down. And I start with the stuff that has the highest PRV. I mean, because there's so much. If we didn't have so much, I wouldn't do that, but there's just so much. And then I have found that, and I kind of went back, Amy, after we had our meeting and kind of looked at this. I am finding that my sales are really big from like the 1st to the 3rd and from the 15th to the 18th. And why is that? Payday down here. So, and sometimes when I'm hammered and out on the last couple days of the month, people are saying not right now because they don't have the money. Payday. So down here, people get paid from the state on the 1st and the city the 1st and the 15th. That's just pretty much the jam. So people, I've really found online orders are that way and other orders. So I've really circled that, starred that, because that's what, so really if I'm going to get orders on the 1st, anything I know about before that, I need to start working on before that. Okay. Now, the warmer of the month, the Halloween guy, he's going to be off my radar for a while. Even though he's the warmer of the month, he's going to be off the radar because counting down Halloween starts October 1st. Okay. So if I'm looking at selling those, I'm going to wait till probably the last week of the month because I'd rather get some sales the first early part of September on some other things than worrying about Mr. Halloween guy. So that's kind of how I prioritize. Now I watched that Thursday night thing, Amy, you were just talking about. How I got a hold of that thing, I don't know. It just popped up, that Thursday, whatever they call it, with a bunch of people on it.
Thursday night shift.
Yeah, that makes that Canva thing. And it was real funny. They went through and they each gave ideas and stuff. And then they got to the recruiting one, and the person they picked, it was so funny. I can't take her words basically, but she was like, there's no scheduling that. You should be doing that every day, every sale. You should be asking a join. There shouldn't be scheduling that. You shouldn't have a time where you only focus on that. And I really started reflecting on that again for myself. Like, that's right. It should be every day, every conversation. So it shouldn't be, and she even went out and said, even if people are going to say no, you still need to mention it again because it's a special. Because it's a special and you're getting something you normally wouldn't get. You should be informing people and look at it as if you're informing them, not asking them to join. We've been through that conversation a lot, but I thought it was interesting because she was like, there's no time of the month to really focus on that. You've got to do that every day. Now, Hocus Pocus. Of course, I'm going to go backwards because we had our conversation earlier. The first, second, third, this past weekend, I didn't talk about Hocus Pocus. And Jess knows why, because I don't ever ruin my sales for the next week. And that is really how I'm going to work part of my calendar too. Okay. So still, as of right now, I have not posted Hocus Pocus because I want all these sales on everything else. So today is the 5th. I am not going to post that thing to the 8th or 9th to get pre-orders because some of those same people right now are giving me orders and I'm putting them into it because they may change their mind. That's expensive. Secondly, that is where I'm going to introduce the PayPal informed payments because this is a more expensive Hocus Pocus. So to me, that's the time you try to use it is on the more expensive things. And I have to say that Amy knows this, Chris knows this. I'm pretty overwhelmed with everything that we're getting to do and to sell. And I love this thing. And I love the calendar this. I love it because I'm writing all over it and it's really helping because I'm a visual person. It's still a lot, you still have to really, and here's something else that I was reading off of one of the Sensi training things. It really tells you don't have to do everything. I mean, you really don't. And you're not doing injustice to your customers by not. Like the Black Panther stuff, the Marvel stuff. I don't know if I'll even get to that but you don't have to do everything, you know, is as long as you also are getting your website link out there and getting advertisement like Amy talked about by putting the flyers in their orders, you're keeping them posted on stuff. So, because I was feeling the last couple months like, gosh, sometimes I don't get to talk to them about stuff. But I'm still working. I'm a little behind, and I'm still working on the catalogs that I mailed out, the big massive catalog in August. So I'm July and August. So I've got to catch up with those too, and all those follow-ups before I dive real hard. But I won't miss Hocus Pocus. We'll see. I don't have Harry Potter fans like everybody else does, but I'm hoping Hocus Pocus will do it. So we'll see. We'll see.
There's a lot, Denise. I would agree.
There is.
I do think that this is very helpful, but there's a lot.
Yeah, and what Amy's promoting us to do a plan, it's good because you really have to organize your thoughts. If you don't, it just gets away from you. I mean, I was thinking Hocus Pocus, I wasn't doing until the following week. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, that's a week from today. It's just, it's, but you gotta, yeah.
One thing I think some of us feel like we have, like Denise said, I feel like we think we have to make a big deal about everything that's coming out. But I think that there can be some strategy to it. And if like Denise was saying, like, if you know that you haven't really historically sold a lot of Disney or Marvel, then maybe that's not the one you promote that much. I don't know anybody or not many of my customers like that are gonna do like National Hockey League. So what I'm gonna do is I know you guys are like, what? But like, no. So
Here we are.
I know it's like some people that's a huge deal, but here not so much. Like,
and I didn't even re-promote the fact that like NFL has come out a third or fourth time at this point, because people that's wanted those when we couldn't even get them originally for Canada, got them when they came out. So that's why I say I think it's the fourth time total, third time for Canada.
Right. So what I think I will do is if I think that I will be promoting all of this stuff when I'm scheduling my posts, which I'm going to do this month. I've done it here and there off and on, but never like really paid attention. I'm going to schedule posts and I will post to my VIP group so they know about it, but I'm going to do it one time, maybe like the day they come out, or the day before. And like the Glam Buddies, I haven't sold any of those. I'm going to post about it, but I'm not going to send a text about it. I'm not going to be following up with people who, have bought buddies before, because I haven't sold any of the Glam ones. So I'll share that, but I'm not going to make that one of my big marketing points.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Because you mentioned scheduling posts. Now I usually schedule from my laptop, but I have actually been all over a lot of our Scentsy groups in communication with other people too. But I don't know if there was an update, but I can't schedule anything from my phone anymore. They've like eliminated that option out of a lot of groups.
I saw that today. That somebody
I haven't
said
been
that.
able to since. Do you remember what day that was, Andy?
Friday.
I don't think it was that long ago.
I haven't tried,
but
I always do it from my
I
laptop.
wasn't sure if any of you guys have experienced it, because like I'm gonna have to do it from my computer now, but being on the go a lot is something I'll do in my car often, and that's significantly going to change how I'm able to run my business. Right,
I can do it from my phone. Team Simplicity. It says schedule.
Okay, so it might depend on.
And now that you say that, I have done it this week, so there may just be like an update, or maybe.
But
are you doing it from the like?
From my app, from my Facebook app, I could see that in a group that I was able to do that, to schedule it.
I know on my business page, I actually have to be like on the business page rather than like my personal page. Like you have to do it through like the Meta something or other.
If you've got some time and you're going to be doing it, can you bring like a laptop and use a hotspot from your phone or something? Or is it just here and there?
I have a new game plan, luckily going into September, but there's a lot I didn't know. I didn't know if any of you guys knew much about it yet. That's all. I was just curious. So, Jess, because I'm in my group, it has nothing to do with my business page.
Okay. I don't.
My group's been okay with it. I can't, mine hasn't let me like change the times on it, but I can still schedule a post.
Still not there. Completely gone. It's wiped.
Hmm.
I don't know. Anyways, it's in like Heidi's helpful hints and like another page as well. So in case any of you have teamies that are also bring to your attention.
What kind of phone do you have?
It's all over. I have a Google, but it's like there's iPhones, Androids, like everything. I've been going through it a lot over the weekend. So
Okay. If you get an update, let us know.
the problem is I think your phone updates.
Yeah.
If it updates automatically overnight and you can't undo the update. So it depends on when your phone updates based on what apps and how you sync yours.
Right. So iPhone users, we're getting an update soon, a new iOS. So maybe it will mess us up then.
I don't hope that for you, but
I know. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
I've
good to
been-
know about, because if you are
So.
somebody who only uses your phone and you don't have a desktop or a laptop, then that's something that
I've seen other people say they could do it from their iPad, but couldn't do it from their phone and so forth.
Okay.
So just be aware. Okay. I will
Yeah.
punch you because I know Chris has stuff to go over.
that's good. That's a good point. Do you have anything to add, Chris? It's okay if you don't.
Yes and no. It's just been kind of crazy. So I push more like, and we were talking about it the other night. Denise doesn't have as much Disney customers as I do. I feel like I have more Disney, and a lot of it due to the age of my kids. But so I'm pushing more. So far this month, I've pushed more of the Disney. I went ahead and I advertised for Hocus Pocus early, mainly because so many of my Disney fans, and this may just be in my area, are teachers. Okay, teachers get paid one day a month, and that day is before the release of Hocus Pocus for our city. And so I went ahead and posted it. I have 2 orders. Both of them are teachers, and both of them plan on paying on the 8th whenever they get paid this week. So I didn't want to lose those. Those are also the same group that bought my Disney Castle warmers were teachers. I don't know what it is about teachers. Teachers love expensive Disney warmers. So I had to adjust that to my customer base. So that was one thing. I love the idea of the realtors. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I should contact the realtor that just sold my house. Maybe. Anyway, for
You're
y'all that-
moving?
I don't know. I'm a renter, so I don't know. Yeah. I'll let you know when my landlord tells me he sold my house. How's that? The Glam Buddy collection is another one that my teachers like. So I have put out that on the 7th, I'm going to text the ones that have bought a previous Glam Buddy, because I know that they're probably going to be the only customers. I mean, so far it's been the same 3 customers that have bought Glam Buddies for me. I don't want to push that so late in the season and lose my sales for the early season, but I also went in and on my team page, I have done a daily reminder post kind of thing, hoping that we can work on interaction, because I think that's something that I've gotten when life has been so crazy and busy. They're either getting pictures of my children or they're getting a Scentsy ad. Like, do you want to buy this? Or this is what River's done this week, you know?
Mhm.
So I'm trying to make sure that I'm posting more things that they can interact with, things to get me back on their news feed, so that it's not just straight sales or what is the little monsters doing this week. So that's something that I planned out in my planner, was to make sure that I did the post of, the favorite dessert post, or their favorite scent. I also have one that's asking, are they wanting to do apples or pumpkins? I do it every year, but it seems to bring in a lot of interaction. So that's something that's in my plan for September. Again, I probably will post one time about the hockey. We don't do hockey in Oklahoma. It's just not here. But I think you had mentioned like NFL 4 times. I know we've posted it 4 times, but Oklahoma's just a football state. So is Texas. Like, I know you guys are. I actually sold 2 more NFL warmers to people that have bought from me since before the first time it was ever posted. So I thought that was kind of different. So, but I'm trying to get more interaction news feed so that coming up, they're going to see more than just 2 kinds of ads. So that's been my plan so far this month. So we're only
If
on-
you're speaking of interactive, if you guys are trying to think of some kind of easy post to schedule, there are those like this or that with warmers. Those are so easy to take one and schedule. Like I think several different flyers groups. I didn't put them in that Google Drive, but if you want, I can find them and I can add them. Just tell me in the comments in the chat. But those were easy to schedule out, and I did them like every other day for like the first week when those new, you know, when our new catalog released. And it's just a visual way to get those warmers in front of them without saying, hey, buy this, this is how much it is. Yeah, interactive is good, Chris. I like the apples and pumpkins. People just want to tell you their opinion.
Yeah. And like I set up some of my fall warmers today, and left the empty spot for the new one that's coming on Thursday. So like I put all the pumpkins on my dresser in my living room, which is where my bars are stored. And so my plan tomorrow is to go to Hobby Lobby and find me a pumpkin patch. And it's going to be like, that's my theme for that dresser, is the pumpkin patch with all the different pumpkin warmers. And I mean, I have some that date me back
That looks
that,
cute.
I want to use. So personal pictures seems to do really well. I'm excited to get those in there Thursday. They'll be here Thursday.
One thing I started doing too, that was good for interaction, is doing, if you can't do it, you can't do it. You could just ask the question, but I wanted to like encourage people to interact when my group had been real quiet for a while, months. I started doing a freebie Friday, and you can schedule it ahead of time. And my first one, I don't know if I told you guys this in this group, but my first one was like, share a picture of your pet. I have some samples, some pet samples to give out that I just am working on. I had 2 samples, and I was like, show us a picture of your pet, tell us their name. And I just made sure I commented on each one and said something personal about each one. And that is like one of the most interactive posts I've ever had in that group. And I was just giving away samples, but people wanted to share their pictures of their pets. This week I said, it was September 2nd, I think. And I was like, do you decorate for the fall? If so, when are you doing that? And I just showed a picture of it was a fall warmer I got last year, but it's in the clearance section right now. So I could actually tell them if they asked. No one did. So I didn't even post because I wanted it more to just be interactive. But I put some stuff up on my mantle and I posted, and that got a little bit of interaction this week. So if you're looking for ideas, those might be good things to post. And then I just, the thing I'm sending out, I can't remember. I found something. I can't wait till we can mail bars to people, because that's kind of flat and easy. And I got a bunch of those. I can send a month and stuff. But anyway, I think I'm just sending some samples to somebody, and day one.
I like to ask for Halloween costume pictures.
Ooh.
What's your favorite Halloween candy? I love to put up like a picture of candy corn and say, do you like it or not? And we could totally do it this month because of the scent of the month.
Yes.
Those are good. I'm writing that down.
And then, like in November, do you call it stuffing or dressing?
Mm-hmm. And you can do giveaways because you're not asking anyone to buy anything, which I feel like there was some confusion, or maybe we didn't used to be able to, but it is okay to post, you're not requiring someone to buy to win a prize. So you can do a giveaway in your group.
Don't even need to tell them. Just pick 2 people and send them something and just say, hey, Amy, hey, Samantha, what's your address? I'm sending you something.
Halloween versus fall. Who decorates for what? That one is.
We should make a thread of like interactive topics.
I'm writing a few down. If I think of it, I'll add those to our recording. I was trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to like point out, but I think we've covered so much. I loved the thought, Denise, that you said about the realtors. That was really
that's
really
good.
thoughtful. So I really like that, to promote those bundles. That's one thing about this flyer from that group, is it's like they made it before we knew about the bundles and the join special. And I really wish that those were on here. And I started to spiral a little in trying to find something that had everything, or try to find a way to add that in here. But honestly, you could bump this up and then add there's a little picture that's pretty cute that I put in our Google Drive. But I just decided done is better than perfect. And if I have to have, a postcard and this, I'm just going to have multiple things, and they're going to get a few things. So.
You know what else with the realtor, if you want to try to reach a lot of them and not just one or two, most realtors have like Facebook groups, that they belong to within their group. And this one in particular, this guy that buys from me anyway, we've never bought a house from him or anything, but I contacted him and said, hey, can I just put a little ad or, just some comments on your Facebook group about this? He goes, oh, heck yes. So there it went to his group, just the information, because you want to try to reach as many people as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys, I feel like we are usually struggling to get done on time. What else? Yeah, Jess, what else is there?
Sorry, if you know someone who's selling a house that might not have Scentsy, just be like, hey, let's get you a Scentsy warmer. Plug it in, put it in the corner, like you don't need to like show it off exactly, but I promise it'll make your house smell better, and they're going to walk in and smell this. And so when I put my post on my business page, I was like, do you know a realtor, or are you trying to sell your house? Let me help you. I was just like, this is very neutral. It matches pretty much everything, and it smells good. So, I know the housing market's kind of weird right now, but you might know somebody that's trying to sell a house that might not be your customer, but they might be like, hey.
Isn't it interesting too, just sitting here listening to everybody? We all, like what Chris picks to do hers, and Amy's and Jess, and what they're going to focus on. We all pick something different based on our customers, which is so important, but it works for everybody. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're all selling the same product, but we have different strategies, which is so awesome based on who you have,
We can all help each other.
Yeah, and how awesome that we have so much ability in what we offer that, it does that, so I'm trying to take the positive side with all the stuff we have to, we're trying to get out there. I mean, I'm thinking of other companies. I always get tagged on this ladies cleaning business, and they always selling the same rag and the same mop and the same, you know what I mean? It's like I get these massive texts as well. Think about us. We got new exciting stuff. Oh gosh, that's a positive every month. And that's good. So even though we're overwhelmed, not going to say I'm not, guys, I am.
Oh, I totally get you.
But I got to think of the positive, that we have so many different things, and we all can use a different strategy how we do it. And it works for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Denise, I'm going to say, we were talking on Denise and Chris and I were talking on our last director call about how we, the three of us, run I'm not going to say everything, Denise, don't worry, but we all run our businesses so differently that, I mean, like, I think Denise was astounded when I said that I just like drop off Scentsy at people's door, and Eli's like my zebra tattoo, my little stick on. It's not real. Oh. From my kid's birthday party.
Dude, I love it.
Oh yeah, it's a zebra though. What was I saying?
How we all
I think I just
run to the door and
knocked the breath out of her when I said that I will like put stuff on someone's door, and then when I get back in my car, I will say, it's on your porch. But
I
Or
do
the
the
fact
same
that I
thing.
use my kids to run it up so they don't, yeah.
And I don't want to chit chat. There are a couple of customers I will talk to that it's not like I'm totally avoiding them, but I honestly think that my customers might be continuing to choose me because they know that I'm just going to leave it for them. Like, I don't think they don't want to talk to me either. So I love my customers, and I would talk, and I'm interested in their lives, but like, I will text them and ask them, or often I'll text them and say, hey, your flowers look so pretty, or hey, you know, like this or that, or hope your kids love the new scent. But I don't actually spend a lot of time on the phone with them, or you know, standing and talking when I deliver. But that is how Denise does a lot of her business. That's how she follows up. She gets a sale right away from those customers. And I think it was interesting for us to see that we are very successful in our sales, and we just have completely different strategies. So if you guys are looking at one of us, or at another Scentsy brother or sister, or someone you see on social media, or you're watching Thursday Night Shift, like the group we were talking about, and you think, I don't do anything they do. Oh my gosh, I have to do what they do. You don't. You listen to the ideas, and if what's working for you is working, and you're content with your sales, and you're doing as much as you want, then you keep doing that. If you are feeling like you want to try something new, then that's where you think you take one or two ideas from what we talked about tonight, or from some other training, and you try it and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, then you try something else next month. But it's a lot of trial and error. And I would say we all have evolved in our businesses over the years to where things change. I mean, the times change, but also just, I don't know, like I have changed in the way I communicate with my customers. And anyway, you'll find the customers that like your style. They're going to find you, and they're going to stick with you.
I find it interesting. I see a lot that everyone says Facebook parties are dead. And I put a poll out to mine to see, like, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to, like, do you guys still like the party packs? Do you want to do different styles? And everyone's like, nah, just like your Facebook one, just do that. Okay, renew Visley. Like, let's go.
Cool.
But I find it interesting that so many people, I think the same thing. I'm like, are people still using it? Like, I'll try to use Instagram, but I'm not a big Instagrammer. Like, I don't do TikTok. I'm not great with technology. And while we were talking, the refresh group posted something. I uninstalled my app and reinstalled it, and I can schedule. So I did that while you're all there. But that
cool.
was reimagined. Someone had suggested it. But I just think it's interesting that way, like, everyone does these QR codes. I put a bunch of QR codes on all my stuff, and half people go like, I don't even know what that was for. Like, I hang out with people who don't do technology. So everyone likes my Facebook ones. They still like
I've been taking advantage this week of that hour-long wait in the pickup line.
Ugh.
I've actually had people that do not have kids come to find me in the pickup line, which is fine for me, works for me.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
I saw somebody talk about how they were going to pack their trunk and just a little
Oh,
pop-up
it'd be
shop.
brilliant around the holidays, because I mean, I'm there 45 minutes to an hour before school lets out. It's ridiculous. So we'll
What did
see.
kids do back in the day? Like, I had to walk to school both ways.
oh, school
Well-
pickup line. I was gonna ask what pickup line meant.
Oh, school pickup. So my kids
even
go to
start
school
school till
that
they're
you're not
like
allowed to
4
walk it to. You can't walk to their school at all. There's no walkers allowed.
Oh,
Because they're like, it's a long drive into the school, and it's in the woods. It's called North Woods, like it's literally in the woods. And so they don't allow kids to walk because it's not in a neighborhood.
oh,
They actually have, like, you climb these super high hills because it's really hilly, and they have outdoor classrooms, and they have, I mean, they have paths that they go through the woods and through doors and under tunnels. And I mean, they really do a lot of stuff outside, but there is no walkers allowed. So either you ride the bus, or you have parent pickup. So they have about 350 cars a day that pick up.
yeah. You need to, like, once the weather cools off, just like keep it stocked and just,
There you go. Do you need
Yeah.
something?
Just let them know. I'm gonna do a
I
little.
DoorDash today and the lady actually asked me for a catalog, even though my DoorDash says drop on the doorstep. No, no contact.
Uh-huh.
She knocked and stood like 15 feet back and she was like, I know you sell Scentsy. Can I have a catalog? And I was like, absolutely. Let me come out and talk to you because I'm not afraid of you anyway. I just forgot it was on there. But yeah, so hopefully she joins because we went into the whole join discussion.
Oh, good, Chris. Good job.
Like, we're gonna try the DoorDash today. I haven't DoorDashed in over a year, but we did it today because we were decorating and we look like this.
That worked so well for you. I hope that she joins.
Yeah, it was funny because I could see on my camera her literally walk off my porch and stand in my driveway and yell.
To give you some space. That was really respectful.
So
Does anybody else have anything? We've got 8 minutes. Anything else as you've been listening or things that you're doing this month that maybe would give, share ideas?
So I know this doesn't apply in Canada, but I was gonna make a sticker that says, do what I do, join for 22. Because it's $22, but I didn't make those stickers this weekend. I didn't get around to it. So
You still have time.
I
Month's
do.
not over.
no,
I do.
it's
And
only
then I
the
bet if you
5th.
make them, you're going to want to use them.
I mean, it feels like it's way later in the month. But it's
I
only
am-
the 5th, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so glad the catalogs are going back. 'Cause
Yes. that is huge for me.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to look at fall stuff in August at 110 degrees. I mean, we're still at 100
It's
degrees.
gonna make a world of difference for World Tour in January and February though,
Mhm.
because we were trying to,
Yeah,
that
now
too.
we'll have announcements, product
Yes,
announcements.
it'll be
again.
exciting again.
Yeah.
Not that it wasn't, but anyway.
I was one that was pretty pumped about having the catalog season a little earlier because I did want to have a few fall scents, but there were always some scents that we had year round that could be kind of fallish. Like we always had like Welcome Home or, if they do Mocha Doodle again or whatever that you can kind of promote ahead of time. And now that we have so many LTOs, they could potentially release. This is what I'm hoping for. I don't know anything,
Put it in your club.
but wouldn't
Now
it be
you can
cool?
have it all year long. Put it in your
Yeah.
club.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But wouldn't
Put it
it
in
be
your
cool
club.
too if they did an LTO like in August that was just like a handful of fall bars?
Fresh
Or if
picks
they
for
could
fall
release
or
the
something.
harvest catalog in like August 15th or something.
Especially,
I do not think I sold one fall thing in August at all.
They weren't ready. Still
Mhm.
pretty warm down here.
100 degrees today.
Ew. I think it was hotter there than an hour and a half my way.
It was really nice when the rain hit that we were not expecting today.
okay, I'm squeaky when I'm on mute.
Sorry, it was 97 here.
I was gonna say, because
bad.
like before we set everything, it was all on the 1st, right? So like, that's what they're expecting again, because I just remember it being so overwhelming,
Yeah, so September
because
It
was
used to be
always
the
a lot.
15th.
but
September was a lot because it was a harvest catalog and it was
catalog.
the regular catalog. Was the harvest catalog released September 15th or was it the
I thought it
14th?
was like the 15th. I thought it was the September 15th for some
Okay,
reason. So I
originally
thought-
it was September 15th. And then because of the delay of shipment, they moved it to September 1st. And so then it was really a lot. So
Hmm.
on the call that I was on with Dan the other day, that decision has not been made. And he was very made sure we knew that we could tell our teams that decision has not been made yet. If it will be the 1st or the 15th, they will make a decision closer, depending on how shipping and how everything is affecting as far as they would like to go back to the 15th if they can guarantee we can have it in time.
So that gives us like a couple of weeks to promote the regular fall catalog before we.
And some are
get
even
started.
saying maybe August 15th come out with the harvest catalog. So those early harvest people can have it on September 1st
Mhm.
and then so that they do not know yet.
Yeah.
Lots of what ifs right now.
They just
I
know
like
about the
August- I like
catalog.
the breakup of August, September, October, like everything had its like month set. And I found that gave me something. It sounds weird to, but even post about with August, like,
Mhm.
because I find June, July, I guess maybe also maybe the way our times enter school and not like June is so hectic with like the end of school year and everything for us because we go right to the 30th and then Canada Day is the 1st. So it's like crazy, crazy, crazy. So summer, July, it's a little leggy. I think everyone's Julys are like that. But August, it gave me that momentum to start again. And now I feel like if it's not, it's like I have 2 months of lollygagging and it's like, I don't even know. Like, yeah, well, we're going to have LTOs, obviously, right? But it's like, it gave me that like push to actually be ready to go into the next season and be going into it. I always take my holidays in August. So now it was kind of like, I don't even know how I'm going to manage my holidays because now I have to like literally do everything for September instead of having that kind of out of the way because I do it in July, getting ready for August. And then just August, I do my prep work for harvest because I'm always on holidays and away when harvest launches. So I have to take that time during the holidays to do it, but that's just my choice and that's fine. It's just the way it lands. But I'm like, if everything is now September, I'm like, I don't know what, like even just interactive posts. It's like you have people that are away, you have people that are around or staycation or those that took their holidays in July and kind of here. So more for August, but I was more, it just gave me a focus. Like there's so much going and releasing in August. I could like still take the catalog and take 10 days of posting everything slowly. And it filled my month of release information. So that's where I was like, that for me was where I was like, man, like if it's doing that for September now, it's like, I can kind of do that to the end of August at least, but that was a big chunk of my August of like just working with my VIPs.
It's so different to hear how their schedule and our schedule and like
But
my
that's an
cousin,
important Canada.
her kids start back to school tomorrow. My kids have been in school for 2 weeks. So
But Alberta, my
Yeah.
cousin's kid started in end of August. BC starts end of August and kind of wraps up mid-June as well.
so I didn't have anybody wanting to buy anything in August because everybody's buying school supplies and school clothes and it's 100 degrees. Nobody's ready for fall scents. Like my August was rough.
We're so hot here right now for our normal season. I don't know how to compare it, but like normally we'd be sitting around like 18 to 20 degrees and so be like, what is it supposed to be over 30 tomorrow? Like
Yeah,
it's really
it's
hot for us right now. But
Wow.
So what is that R? If it's 30 degrees there, what is it?
yeah, let's see.
I have to do this
Probably
every.
in your
Sorry.
80s to 90s.
Yeah, we hit 97 today.
Celsius.
You said 30,
It's
Yeah.
usually-
86.
So, but again, it's supposed to be like 18 here, which would be like,
Oh,
Or 60.
18 would be 64. That is
We
tall.
would think
Like-
if my kids walked outside today and it was 64 degrees, they'd be wanting to know where their sweatpants are and their jackets because they're so used to the 100-degree weather.
This morning when it was like 68 or something and I was out, or 70, I was out at like 9 a.m. and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not 80 yet. Like this feels so good. And I legit was like, it's fall. I need to go get myself some like cider or something. Like I was feeling super, it was like, smells like fall. It didn't smell like fall, but like the cooler air, it was something.
It was
that
cool
pushed
enough. My kids got
brain.
out of the pool last night because they were cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler on that Makes
Crazy.
Sense group had the best one that I love. I couldn't wait to post it because it was so hot. It was like one of her graphics that she's made or whatever. You can't see that. This is like, do you know if you warm enough wax all at once, you can't smell the disappointment from it still being so freaking hot outside? And it's a bunch of like fall wax bars with it. And I was like, this is my perfect post this weekend because it's so bloody hot.
I want to say that in my group. Oh my gosh.
So
I
yeah,
felt
that was my
bad. I mean, I put Harvest Blessings in today and I was just like, so not even right.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
So yeah, I'm curious. Like I did work Scentsy when it was still all September 1st. I remember doing the same struggles of fighting the internet, hoping my stuff wasn't gonna like crash. September 1st, Sam and I were texting each other, going through that struggle on the 1st.
Yeah.
But got through. We're good because my thing kept freezing. And I was like, this is what happens when I try to put orders through at the cabin. But if they have that 15-day 2-week mark, like that sounds so much better at least. Like I can figure out how to deal with the post. Like it is what it is. It's happening. I'll figure it out. That's fine. But as long it's like trying to like, I just don't like pushing like everything. It's like, all right, it's like, here's all this information in 2 weeks because I don't want to over promote too early, but at the same time, I want it to still be relevant. So it's like, how do you put like a catalog and harvest and not be like, here's everything down your throat? And
Yeah. I mean,
actually
remember,
enjoy it. Like I don't want it stressful. I want to enjoy it. I want to be excited, not be like, fuck, I have to like do all of this in 2 weeks. Like it's
and remember the catalog will always be there. So if you don't get you know, I know you like to do like a sneak peek, like kind of a reveal of everything, like right before it comes out. But like this month, or in August, I didn't do a very good job at the beginning of August or even before. And so I kind of was like middle of the month, I was like, here's this new stuff. And I think it's okay. So, you know, you
point of
pick
view.
the things that are timely. And if it doesn't have a time, then you can spend your time still releasing and still making a big deal about the new stuff. And even if it's not like a sneak peek beforehand, I think you just have to shift. Like we had to shift to them bumping it up. We'll just shift again. Okay, guys, we're out of time. I will, if you miss the Google Drive, you can message me and I'll send you that link, or I'll put it in the recording. So if you're watching the recording, like I said, go to the description box of this YouTube video and that will be the Google Drive. As Denise was talking, Denise, I hope you didn't think I wasn't paying attention. I was listening, but I was on my phone adding some more photos just because I thought, man, these are things I have found, some flyers or photos that I thought that might work. If you guys aren't in any of the flyers groups, like there's some cool pictures of the products and stuff for September and harvest. So they're in there. And I did a drawing also, and Kendra is our winner for tonight. So Kendra, you're gonna get something from me soon. So thanks everybody for being on tonight. And I can't wait to talk to you next month and plan out whatever they're gonna have in store for us then. Will we be talking about holiday collection at that point? That's exciting. That's weird to think about. Okay, let's focus on September. Don't think that far ahead. It's too much. My head will explode. All right.
October
I
3rd.
love
Okay,
you
it's not our
guys.
Thanksgiving. We're good, Samantha.
Yeah. Okay, good. I love you guys. Have a great September.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.